Hi there, you are in the market for the purchase of a USB mic and you have probably already shortlisted or finalized the Samson G-Track Pro. It's a great mic, good choice. You have seen all the unboxing videos, the comparison, and everything looks great. But there are some things that others might not have told you. It might not change your decision, but it might still be useful to know these things. So let's get right into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the microphone type. Now this is a condenser mic everywhere you have heard, but I didn't see many places it is mentioned that this is a electret condenser microphone. You can see it mentioned in the first line in the G-Track Pro manual. So what is an electret condenser microphone? Electret condenser microphone has a permanently charged magnet, so it does not require a phantom power, which while opposed to a normal condenser microphone which requires a phantom power of up to 48 volts. Along with the microphone you get a free software from Motu and you get a card like this. But what happens when you go to the Motu site? It just says go to the Motu site and download the software. Well, when you go to the Motu site, you are required to enter the serial number of the microphone. And where do you find that serial number? It's not there anywhere on the microphone. I've checked that. In your Samson G-Track Pro box, on the underside, you will find this sticker with the serial number. I have hidden mine, but this is what the serial number is that you need to put in the Motu site to register and download the software. For the people who are buying the USB mic with the headphone monitoring feature for the first time, so how does it work? So basically when you plug in the Samson G-Track Pro, there are two devices that are created. One is a headphone device, as you can see here, and the other is the microphone device. So if you are directing your sound output to the headphone Samson G-Track Pro, so all the sound will be heard from the headphone connected to the Samson G-Track Pro. One more thing worth noticing is that you cannot control the mic level either here in the Windows, let's say through the software. It is locked. I cannot change it. Neither the microphone nor the Samson G-Track Pro headphones, the levels are kind of locked. So whatever control you want to do in terms of the microphone gain or the headphones, you have to do using these knobs only, which is a good thing. So there is no confusion what I have set in the software versus what is there in the knob. So you have to control basically the headphone sound and the mic gain using these two knobs. The mic comes with this LED that shows mute status as well as clipping level. Now when I clap, it is supposed to clip, but it is not showing. So what is the reason? So the thing is, it shows the clipping only when the mic is being used. So let me just quickly open Windows sound settings, which starts monitoring the mic level, and now here you can see it is clipping, and when I clap it shows a red signal. Now sometimes you may find that your Samson G-Track Pro starts blinking red. The LED starts blinking red continuously. So what does that mean? The reason for this is if you set your recording rate and the playback rate, the bit rate and the sampling rate, if the recording and playback sampling rates are different, then you get this kind of error. And what this means is one of the streams might get corrupted. So the fix for this issue is you need to go to Windows settings and ensure that the playback as well as the recording bit and sampling rate are the same. So let me just do it and show it to you. So now I'm in the Windows sound control panel, and if I check the properties of the Samson G-Track Pro headphones, under the advanced tab it shows 16-bit 32,000 Hz as the configuration for playback. Now if I go to the recording section and look at the Samson G-Track Pro mic configuration, it shows that I have set it as 24-bit 48,000 Hz. Now these two are different. We need to set them to the same configuration. So let me go back and set the playback rate, which is similar as the recording rate. So I'll set it to 24-bit 48,000 Hz. Click apply, and you see the blinking red light is gone. Let me show that once again. Right now LED is not blinking. As soon as I change the bitrate to something different and click apply, you see the LED starts blinking. And if I set it at the same level what is there for the Samsung mic and click apply, and LED stops blinking. The cable that comes along with the microphone is about 2 meters long. I am not using this one. This one has a ferrite sleeve also on the USB side that plugs into the microphone, and it helps in reducing the EMI interference. If you want to check out what it does, there is a link in the description below that you can see. You'll find this in a lot of cables out there, and especially in the longer cables it will really help. I am using a shorter cable as I need to just keep the mic next to my laptop, and you get this microphone stand adapter. Now one more thing I wanted to show you is it takes pretty a lot of turns to unscrew this mic from the provided stand. So let me start opening it for you. And this large nut that you see remains at its position while the microphone starts moving out slowly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, my god, still there, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. After about 23 turns, the mic is finally out. It has some symbols, but note that it does not have the serial number. Serial number you will find in the box only, as we spoke earlier. We have on our plan to get studio grade headphones with high impedance. I am not sure whether these will be able to drive the high impedance headphones like 250 ohms and above, but I think it should be good enough for 80 ohms kind of headphones. The specs say that it can pump in 85 milliwatts of power into 32 ohms load. The one last thing I want to talk about is the pop filter. As you might have already heard that Samsung makes a very nice snugly fitting pop filter for the Samsung G-Track Pro mic, but it is quite expensive, and you may want to get a simple cheaper one. But the only thing is, if you get something like this what I have got, now the diameter of this pop filter is about 6 inches, and what it happens, it obscures the LED and the controls. I cannot, if I'm sitting at this angle, I cannot see, easily see the LED, or I'll have to reach out down below the pop filter for the knobs. So a little smaller pop filter should work better, I think, with Samsung G-Track Pro. Let's take a closer look at the mute button. As you start pressing the mute button, somewhere halfway down the line it activates the mute function. There's no toggle or clicking, just as you press it, somewhere in between the full press, it activates the mute function. The sound that you heard in this video is not recorded from Samsung G-Track Pro. Before I close this video, I'll just leave you with some close-up shots of the microphone. I hope you found this video useful, and thank you for watching.